Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on December 1, 2022. England's water firms respond to investigation into role of global investors. The Guardian, England's water, the world's piggy bank, water. The Guardian, revealed, more than 70% of English water industry is in foreign ownership. The Guardian, you'll have to talk to the UK staff. Can global water investors be held to account? The Guardian, England's water, is the privatised model affair system. UK risks, major embarrassment on global stage, at UN Biodiversity Summit over Brexit law fiasco. The Independent, Tories will not reach, embarrassingly poor, nature targets by 2030, Labour says. The Guardian, government, failing to keep promises on restoring nature, wildlife trusts. The Independent, government criticised for dismal failure to keep climate promises. Trump news. Today, House Democrats obtain Trump's tax returns as Fuentes meeting backlash grows. The Independent, Donald Trump's tax returns are with the U.S. House Committee. The Telegraph, Trump tax returns granted to Democratic-led panel after legal tussle. Financial Times, House Ways and Means Committee has Trump's tax returns. The Independent, House Committee receives Trump's federal tax returns from IRS. Iranian man, 27, shot dead for celebrating team's World Cup exit. The Guardian, World Cup 2022, man killed in Iran celebrating football team's loss, report. BBC, man reportedly shot dead in Iran after celebrating national team's World Cup elimination. Arab News, Iranian man said killed by security forces while celebrating World Cup loss to US. The Times of Israel, World Cup fan shot in head by Islamic regime forces after celebrating 1-0 defeat to USA. Idaho stabbings, families deliver tributes for the 4 victims at vigil. BBC, how gruesome murder mystery of 4 Idaho University students has gripped America. Daily Mail, Idaho murders, updates. Parents vow to get justice at vigil as university dean says he's scared, too. The Independent, University of Idaho dean shares how school is responding to ongoing murder investigation. KREM2 News, former Adam Levine yoga instructor says 1992 attack eerily similar to University of Idaho slayings. China's vice premier signals shift in COVID stance as some lockdowns eased. The Guardian, companies will find it hard to diversify away from China COVID shock. Financial Times, inside China's draconian zero-COVID policy, the Mehdi Hassan show. MSNBC, lockdown criticism, China shows how not to handle a pandemic. The Telegraph, breaking views, China's messy options for ending zero-COVID, podcast. UK imposes fresh round of sanctions on Russian officials. The Guardian, UK sanctions Russian officials behind conscription, mobilization and criminal mercenaries. Gov. UK, unveils new sanctions targeting Russian officials over mobilization. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, UK sanctions Russian officials who enlisted criminals to fight in Ukraine. Evening Standard, UK sanctions Russians behind conscription of prisoners, citizens for Ukraine war. Trump lashes out at Kanye West as aides rush to reinstate guardrails at Mar-a-Lago. The Independent, is Kanye West really out to derail Trump? The Spectator, opinion, outrage over Trump's dinner with anti-Semites. Australia take lead as Leckie scores huge goal. BBC, Australia 1-0 Denmark, Matthew Leckie strike seals World Cup last 16 spot as Danes sent packing. Sky Sports, World Cup 2022 briefing, the joy of Mbappe and Argentina's escape plan. The Guardian, Australia reach World Cup knockouts with stunning 1-0 win over Denmark. Daily Mail, World Cup, pressure builds as teams fight for last spots in round of 16. Ukraine war, letter bomb at Ukraine-Spain embassy injures employee. BBC, blast at Ukraine embassy in Madrid injures staff member. UK imposes fresh sanctions, as it happened. The Guardian, letter bomb explodes at Ukraine's embassy in Madrid. The Times, Ukraine latest news, letter bomb blast injures worker at Ukraine embassy. The Telegraph, man injured in explosion at Ukraine embassy in Madrid. Jiang Zemin obituary. The Guardian, former China President Jiang Zemin dies, aged 96. Evening Standard, Jiang Zemin, former Chinese leader dies aged 96. BBC, Jiang Zemin may inspire nostalgia in China but not for democracy. Bloomberg, China protests. With Jiang Zemin's death, Xi can't risk a repeat of the past. Spectacular scenes as Hawaii volcano erupts. BBC, Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano lava seen from space. BBC News. BBC News, raging Mauna Loa eruption captured in stunning aerial footage. The Independent, lava fountains 200 feet high erupting from Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano. Islamic State's second leader of the year Abu al-Hassan al-Hashimi al-Qurayshi killed in battle. Sky News, third Islamic State leader killed in battle. The Guardian, announces leader's death and names replacement. BBC, Islamic State group announces death of leader, appoints successor. International News, top news. WIAON, US confirms death of Islamic State group leader. Ukraine News, live. Putin's new target, heat, water and electricity, as heaviest fight rages in East. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.